I must admit, when Tomoda actually appeared in it at the end of the episode, it was generally quite terrifying. I was like, oh my freaking god, it's gonna get serious when Mukhanji Man appears. I was sitting there going, holy Christ, this is the moment everyone's been waiting for in the whole entirety of this series so far. Is Tomoda's appearance, his actual entrance, and I must say, generally, it's pretty freaking terrifying. I must say, because his whole being, his whole presence is generally quite terrifying. Tomoda's just, he could be standing there at the beginning of the episode when it's basically revealed that actually the media's caught with that All Might's actually working for UA Academy as a teacher. That whole scene where you just see him standing outside, oh my god, like, it's generally quite terrifying because he has that presence. Like, he doesn't have to have his face there. His hair could be there. His, like, body can just be there. It's still generally freaking damn terrifying because he literally is. He has that presence about him. That is generally quite terrifying. When he actually goes through that black hole didgeridoo kind of thing at the end, that thing was pretty freaking terrifying. When all the villains appeared, this is the section where they were going there for a rescue mission, basically to heighten all their abilities, but really, they're actually fighting for their own lives. So I was kind of like, freaking damn hell, like, this is going to get serious. This is really going to be the major kind of arc of this series. This is where it's going to end. It's going to be freaking damn intense. And all I can just say, I'm freaking hyped up because Boku no Hero Academia does something. In its last 5 minutes, the first episode can be like kind of, I don't know, just not have very much going on, but the last 5 minutes always get pumped up for next week. This one had quite a lot going on, but the last 5 minutes again were the major pump up in the sense when they were going to that rescue mission, went to the unforeseen simulation joint done by number 13. That bit was pretty freaking hype, I must say. And then when the villains appeared, I was like, oh, he's gonna get serious in here. Like, you gotta calm down because now they've got to fight for their lives. He's gonna get fracking serious in this department. I was kind of like, yeah, literally. And I also we kind of learned a lot about Ida's character and how he works. Because in the beginning, I guess Shota's kind of like, guys, we gotta like get a class rep. In the end, Deku wins, and Deku's all like, didn't see this coming. Like, don't like the idea. Like, didn't see this coming. Momo's like vice kind of rep, but he's kind of like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. But in the end, you kind of sit in there going, you thought Eden might have been the winner, like, since you thought Eden might be the person who might win. In the end, when you actually kind of have that section where basically there's a breach in UA Academy because the actual media got in, because I'm guessing Tomino must have actually kind of butted down the door and kind of let them in. You kind of sitting there going, okay, so Ida's going to defuse the situation. He actually does. He defuses that entire situation, but everyone just running, panicking, not really seeing what was going on. He saw what happened. He saw what was going down and told Ochako, please, could you actually use your ability to make me float? And he actually does and goes towards the end and says, guys, don't worry, it's just a meteor outside. At that point, you kind of realise that, yes, he is the correct person for this, and Deku realises at that point. He kind of says, yeah, he is the person that should be leading this thing. He is the person that should be doing this whole entire thing. He should be the class rep, and he actually gives it to him. To myself, again, Deku's an adorable sod. Like, he literally is. He's one of the most adorable characters in anime, because really, he does do his job, and he does it freaking damn well. I love him for that reason. And then All Might's character as well, because we actually understand that All Might's character is quite, like, he's being weakened. Since when he gave One for All to Deku, at that point his powers began to weaken. So I guess at that point he kind of actually understands, like, guys, yeah, he says to himself, like, look, I'm actually weakening here. Like, since my powers are starting to weaken, I'm quite slow. I don't know what's happening right now. That's why I gave One for All to Deku. I must be losing my abilities slowly as it goes along, so not to a point where maybe he might not be able to actually do his ability. He might not be able to turn into his other self. We're not too sure, but still, this is quite an interesting prospect. But then it's the whole idea that really Deku can't really tell anyone else about his ability. He can't really tell anyone else he has One for All, because if it does, it proves to be quite, like, really, really bad in society. It's a really, really bad idea for him to tell anyone else that he has One for All as a quirk, because what happens is people could be teaming up to hunt him down to actually steal that ability from him. So it's a bad thing for society. If people actually catch whiff that he has that ability, it will be bad for society. And since Sue was the first person to really actually catch whiff that actually, yes, your ability is kind of similar to All Might, since your ability is similar to One for All, and he's kind of like, no, it isn't. Like, he's trying to defuse the entire situation. Deku's sitting on the bus going, no, it's not the same, don't worry, it's not the same, don't worry. But really, no one else can really know about it, because everyone else knows about it. It'd be like, what the hell's happened here? In a sense, people will start teaming up to steal that ability. So you really understand the gravitas of that quirk, how much it actually means to society. And One for All is a simpler piece, since All Might and One for All how simple piece. If people catch whiff that's been given to someone else, people want to know how, people want to know more about that, and in general it will be a bad thing for society. So I understand what All Might's trying to do then, since yes, I know Deku was trying to tell Katsuki, look, this is my quirk, I have this quirk, but really he can't tell more people about it, because what happens is, look, it will be bad for society. I understand what All Might's trying to pull there. He's just trying to save society as well as Deku at the same time, since he doesn't really want anything bad happens. I mean, he's only 15 years old. He's just still a young kid. He's only a teen. He doesn't really know much about anything else. So he doesn't really want to put him in danger more than he already is. So I'm guessing understand what All Might's trying to pull there. And yeah, I mean, those last 5 minutes, the bit when everyone was going like to do the rescue mission, but in theory, no, they've got to actually kind of fight for their own lives because the villains have appeared. I was kind of like, yes, this is when it's going to get serious in My Hero Academia. This is going to get fracking serious in here. I'm freaking hyped to see what happens next. I want to know what really does. It's going to end on such a weird note. One thing I really do know about this anime is I don't want to see it end, because I know the ending won't be that great, because manga's still going. I think we're probably around, I don't know, maybe chapter 15 of the manga in the anime, so I'm not too sure whether or not how it's going to end. I don't really want to end on a really weird note. I don't want to have like a kind of closure ending where it couldn't have a sequel, but I don't want to have a really, really piss poor ending where it could just ruin the entire experience. I can see what they're trying to pull. I know what Bones is trying to pull. They're trying to pull it. They're not trying to adapt too much, so then something can happen in between. I want to adapt as little as possible. I say that it does do popular, then actually do a sequel to it and actually have a lot to adapt. So I understand what Bones is trying to do, but at the same time, I'm trying to see what will happen with the ending. What's going to happen with Tomino? Tomino actually is going to be the end game for the anime. That's going to be the end of the actual anime. We're not too sure, but still, I just want to know if they can actually end this perfectly, or it's going to end on a really piss poor note. I really don't want it to, because this is one of my favorite animes of the season. I don't really want to see it end badly, because so far it's been fracking amazing, I must say. And I want to see what else they can pull with this anime. I mean, after the anime finishes, I'm going to read a manga anyway, so it's not a big problem, but still, I just want to see how they can actually just wrap this entire story up. Not particularly, like, wrap it up completely, but in the sense how they can actually end it. But anyway, overall, freaking amazing episode, I must say. Ida's kind of family as well, being heroes for generation. Him looking up to his brother as well was kind of cute as well, so I kind of like Ida's character overall in this episode. It's actually kind of improving him overall to a point I honestly say I like. He's not a bad man. He's kind of freaking cool. So yeah. With all that said, I have been a driver. If you leave a like, do leave a like. It doesn't cut a bit. Leave a sub. Do leave a sub. It doesn't cut a bit. But with all that said, I have been a driver, and I will see you guys later.